Hi everyone, welcome to week 4. Just wanted to share some information from last week and the week to come in our quiz. Hope everyone is staying safe. I understand you're getting some weather up there in the Pittsburgh area, so hope everyone's staying safe and warm. And don't be out driving around in this crud. The one thing I learned from moving from New York to Pennsylvania is that they don't care for the roads as well in PA and can be dangerous out there. So just be careful. So for this week, week 4. We're going to be looking at information technology. Last week we were looking at marketing and patient as a consumer, etc. So we'll dig into that a little bit. What I do want to do, actually, last week, we had a reflection paper. So I have one of my classes had a group assignment last week. I want to make sure that I talked about that, but I don't need to. You didn't have one. So let's take a look at the week 3 quiz information. The top questions that folks had missed. So first question, marketing in healthcare has lagged other industries because. So in this case, and this is a good example of make sure that you read all of the answers and choose the most appropriate. Multiple choice questions aren't always about one answer being right and the rest being wrong. They're about which is the most appropriate answer. So our correct answer was some physicians believe it's inappropriate or even unethical, which is very much true. Consumers have imperfect knowledge about costs of services, so it constrains consumer decision behavior, decision-making behaviors, so that is accurate as well. And the characteristics of all buyers and sellers are not the same, so that is also accurate. So just make sure that you're choosing the most correct answer. And when we're talking about marketing in healthcare, healthcare generally, and as you move forward and take our healthcare economics course or one of those courses, more of those types of courses in the program, finance and reimbursement, etc., you'll see that healthcare, when you think about, actually right now, probably in Pittsburgh, I know this happens. So when a storm is coming, you'll see stores increase the prices of things like bread and milk and eggs because for whatever reason, everyone feels the need to buy those things when a storm is coming. And people must make a lot of French toast when they're stuck in the house with a snowstorm. But bread, milk, eggs, and gas too for your car. Sometimes you'll see prices going up in those areas when a storm is impending. And actually, we haven't really lived through it yet down here in Florida, but that's a big thing down here when there's a hurricane pending. Prices of things like bottled water and canned goods and the types of things that one would need if they were sheltering in place riding out a hurricane, those prices will go up. And that's the nature of supply and demand in the general world. Healthcare doesn't behave in that way. So you might think right now healthcare is in demand because of COVID, the need for more visits, the need for more testing, visits for vaccines, those types of things. Yet you're not seeing any real increases in those areas because healthcare doesn't behave in that way, the same way that normal businesses, companies that sell retail products behave. So it's a different approach, and so we need to take a different approach to marketing those services. You really need to show, when we're talking about marketing, we need to show value. How does our healthcare system provide you a better value than the one down the street? And so that's what, as you get further into marketing, when you talk about it in your concepts class, or when you take our marketing class, HCM 4800, you would learn more about that. But so just some basic pieces. Also, the notion of it being unethical. Physicians generally felt that it was unethical to do marketing in the healthcare industry, and that's why we didn't really start marketing until the 80s, mid to late 80s. They actually started doing marketing for healthcare services. Prior to that, you would never have seen a billboard or an ad on television, ads in newspapers, online. There was no online then, but you would not have seen those things. So it really was a shift for us to start doing marketing in healthcare, and obviously it took off quite a bit. It's a sizable part of the industry now. Marketing can be defined as, so it can be activities to satisfy customers' needs. Marketing is really the tool to show customers value. So they need, one of their needs is value, and especially in the healthcare setting, they're often our marketing can display what we offer to them that they need. So things like physicals or testing or those types of things. So marketing can fit within that. Advertising, promotion, and selling. Yeah, definitely. That's part of marketing. Approaches to create, communicate, and deliver value. So, yeah, as we were just talking about. Activities to satisfy customers' needs and advertising, promotion, and selling. Yep, those are both part of that as well. But so we'll just choose all of them are correct. All of the items in this section are correct, and would certainly meet the criteria for what is considered marketing. Next one, which is an example of B2B or business to business marketing. So business to business marketing is talked about in the textbook, but it is what it sounds like. It's when businesses are selling to businesses. So like, for example, the first one, marketing health club memberships to millennials. No, that's a business selling to the general public. Marketing health insurance to consumers. Nope, that wouldn't be it because that's, again, a business selling to the public. Flu shots at grocery stores. Nope, same thing. Marketing EKG equipment to a physician practice is business to business. So it's the EKG equipment manufacturer selling to the physician practice, and that's business to business or what's commonly known as B2B marketing. So when you're a business and you're selling to another business, that's B2B. The other examples here are all businesses selling to consumers or customers, depending on the situation. So that's it for last week. So let's hop back over to the classroom. So in week 4, we have, like I said, we're going to be talking about information technology this week. So there's a couple videos, there's some readings, obviously the reading out of our textbook. And we're going to talk about how information technology is applied in the healthcare setting, but also the notion of big data and data analytics. Data analytics is becoming more and more important to our industry. And when you think about things like this, this little article here or video is about precision medicine. So precision medicine is a type of healthcare where instead of just, I'm not feeling well, I go to the doctor might run a lab or something, and we go forward from there to figure out what's wrong, maybe give me some medication. With precision medicine, the physician would not only look at my obvious symptoms and maybe run a complete blood count or something like that, they'll actually do genetic testing on me to see if my genetics are predisposing me to certain conditions, or if in some way my genetics impact the way I would react to medications or react to treatments, those types of things. So it's a higher level. It's much more customized. And when you see precision medicine, a lot of people think automatically like precision pharmaceuticals, and that's not what we're talking about. It can be, a treatment can be part of this, but we're talking about the practice of medicine overall, not just medications. So precision medicine is a more precise form of practicing medicine using new tools that we have available to us, various technologies, genetic testing, those types of things. So we have our discussion this week, which is about big data, and also take a look at the All of Us Precision Medicine Initiative. You can actually join that if you're interested. I think that they're still recruiting, and you can get involved in that type of research. But share your thoughts about artificial intelligence in healthcare and precision medicine, big data. There's a lot of resources in the classroom to give you information there. We're also going to do an infographic this week. So if you haven't done an infographic before, it's really a one-page pictorial representation of some bit of information that you want to share. So there's some resources here. Easily, Venngage, Pictochart in here. Let me just give you a little picture. So, So this here, it talks about yawning, but this is an infographic. So it provides information to somebody, but in a slightly different way than just writing a paper or a white paper or an essay or something like that. It's a pictorial representation. And these sites, Easily, Venngage, Pictochart, you can do infographics for free there. There are different ways that like for example, I think it's Venngage. They won't let you download a file, but you can share your infographic, you can save it in your account and you can share it to their community, and then you could provide me with a link so that I can see it there. I think Easily and Pictochart will allow you to download a low quality file, and that's fine. Please don't pay for any of these services. Use the free versions. If you're a Mac user and you use Pages, I understand you can create infographics in Pages as well. So, and you may be able to in Word. I've never tried it in Word. I don't think it's quite as I don't think there are templates and whatnot for Word, but I understand there are for Pages. So you're going to create an infographic, and it's going to be either about knowledge management in healthcare, information technology and the future direction of that, or some aspect of electronic health records. So it could be the benefits, the challenges, implementation of EHRs, a personal information like maybe if you've used patient portals and how that benefits patients, etc. So whatever it is that you would like to talk about. You do need to cite your resources though. So as you're using resources in these, just cite them at the bottom. You don't need to cite them throughout the document, but I do need a reference, an APA formatted reference at the bottom of the page. So please make sure that you're adding that as well. Then we have our quiz and our ed puzzle. So any questions, please just let me know. Otherwise, I'll look forward to looking at your assignments from last week, and I will see everyone in the classroom. Thanks.